Pokemon Top 10 with the Admiral. Hello everybody, what's going on? I am the Admiral, and I'm back with another episode of my Pokemon Top 10 series. And in this episode, we're going to be covering the best Pokemon from Generation 2. I don't know why I keep saying based from Generation 4, because most of what I say is probably based from Generation 5, but let's start out with our honorable mentions. Coming in with our first one is Shuckle. Now, if you want defense, then you need Shuckle. Got the highest base defense and special defense in the game at 230, but the reason he's an honorable mention is because his offense and speed wind up giving him like a base 505 stat, which is just awful. So let's go ahead and go with Steelix, our next one. He's got great defense, base 200. Not quite Shuckle, but he's got better typing, he's got better attack power. He's only weak to 3 types, so that's why he's an honorable mention, not quite in the top 10. Our next one's going to be Porygon 2. Good special attacker. He can be pretty bulky. You'll get his splits. He's got 90, 105, 95 defense, special attack, special defense. Not bad. He's good to do a lot of things with. He's one of those pokes you can do a lot of things with. So let's go ahead and move on to our next one, Ursaring. Guts boosted stat facade with a base 130 attack. Unbelievable power. The other thing you can do with the status effect for him is give him Quick Feet, which gives him a 1.5x speed modifier with any status. If it's paralysis, it just drops it completely. So that's why he's coming in. And we got Heracross, who's got Guts Facade, a high attack, base 125. He's got 4 times weak to flying. His move pool is pretty good with Mega Horn, Stone Edge, EQ, Brick Break, whatever the hell you want to give him, but another honorable mention. So let's go ahead and get started with the real top 10. Coming in number 10, we have Meganium. Meganium's pretty good, base stat 525, not that bad. His defenses are solid, base 100. He's also very well rounded. All his splits are at least 80 or above. And he's a good poke to set up your team with. I mean, you can give him Light Clay, Reflect Light Screen, Toxic, Synthesis, Wish, I believe. So he's another one of those pokes that you can do a lot of things with. He's got good typing. He's pure grass, so he's only weak to flying, and he's weak to a lot of things. But let's move on to number 9 for now. You got the red and the dark, which means, yeah, Houndoom's coming back. Base stat 500, not that bad, but let's go with the third bullet point. He just looks badass. He looks like a hellhound. I mean, I think he's a dark Pokemon. I think that's his like nickname or Pokedex entry. He's pretty fragile, not very good defense. He's good offensively, 90, 110, 95 attack, special attack, speed. He's got a very good move pool though. Super effective moves on a lot of different types of Pokemon, which is why he's coming in at number 9. But I can't give him any higher because of his weak defenses. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to our next pokes, our number 8 ones. Whenever it decides to go to the next one. La la la. I don't know why it's doing this. It should have switched already. Alright, there we go. Our number 8 pokes. Yes, we've got more Eevee-olutions with Espeon and Umbreon. I gotta put them in the same boat just because I like them both almost exactly the same, but for different reasons. I got base stat 525. Espeon is a sweeper with high special attack and speed, 130, 110. He's got pretty good special defense too. He's like in the 90s. I don't know why that popped up. I'm sorry, but I forgot to edit that out. Umbreon is a good wall with 95 HP, 110 defense, 130 special defense. It sets up well with Curse and Baton Pass. Espeon gets Magic Bounds. I believe it's 5th gen, but I'm not entirely sure. But they're both really good. They're both coming in at number 8 though. And so let's go ahead and move on to our next poke. At number 7, no, it's not another double. Anything else I wanted to say about them? Nope, now let's go ahead and move on. At number 7, we got Scizor. Now, Scizor's another one like Houndoom. He's got base stat 500. Not exactly the best, but he's a pretty good lead poke. You give him Bullet Punch, U-Turn for stab. You give him Technician ability. He makes everything that's less than 60 base power. I think you double it, so that means Bullet Punch goes from 40 to 80, plus the stab makes it 120. Pursuit goes from 40 to 60. It's a good move that traps ghosts like Gengar, Chandelure, I don't know. He's got a very good attack, and you give him a Choice Band, it makes his attack even better. I think it's a 1.2 modifier, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. He just deals heavy damage to everything. He also doesn't have much damage, doesn't take much damage from physical attacks. He's got a pretty good attack, or a pretty good attack defense at 130, 110. You can also set him up with SD if you really want. I probably wouldn't, but let's go ahead and move on to number 6. We've got Feraligatr. Base stat 530. He's just a physical tank, 105, 100. I guess I moved ahead too fast. Going back. Imagine setting this thing up with DD. You give him a sub, you give him DD. Ooh, he's got a good move for Waterfall, Crunch, Superpower, Outrage, Ice Punch, blah, 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 blah. I think he can get Aqua Jet 2 for the priority stab. This thing can just, if it gets set up, it just deals super heavy damage. You can get EQ as well. It's one of those pokes that if you can get it set up, it will, it can, and I've seen it happen, it will wreck opposing teams. So let's go ahead and move on to number 5. We got Crobat. Base stat 535. He's another good lead with base 90 attack, 130 speed. Now, if you're looking for a check for Selby, if that's what you're having problems with, well, Crobat is your guy. He gets 4 times effectiveness with U-turn. He's going to be faster. He gets Hypnosis, Brave Bird, Taunt, Rouge, Trick. There's so many different things you can do with him as a lead. And he's going to be faster than most other leads with his base stat 130. And Crobat coming in at number 5. Number 5. Also, he just looks pretty damn cool. He's just a bat with 4 wings. I mean, look at him. He's such an improvement over Golbat. So let's go ahead and move to number 4. Get the Fire Starter Typhlosion to round out our starters. You get base stat 534. I don't know why they do that, but he's got special attack, speed, 109, 100. He's pretty well rounded. Now, if you want a good fire type, pure fire type for a Sun team, the Typhlosion's going to be your guy. He's got great fire stab attacks. He gets, I would scarf him probably with Eruption, Fire Blast, HP Rocker Grass, and Focus Blast, just because that'll deal heavy damage, especially on a Sun team. Good type coverage. I'd probably give him HP Rock or Ground. I'm not entirely sure what I would give him because I don't have any teams that feature a Typhlosion, but he's good. He's a good one. That's why he's coming in at number 4. So let's go. Number 3. Big surprise. Oh, it's Blissey. Why is Blissey number 3? It's base stat 540. Probably the best special wall in the entire game with base 255 HP, 135 special defense. He just doesn't get killed by special attacks. Doesn't matter if it's Aura Sphere, Focus Blast, even with Stab, Choice Specs, I don't know. Not going to kill him very easily. Give him Robo Therapy and Wish, which aids your team very well. Natural Cure, he's not going to carry over status effect stuff. Loyalty just doesn't die. It's so hard to kill. Then you give him Toxic, T-Wave, S-Toss, Shadow Ball. I don't know what you want to give him. But Blissey coming at number 3. Very underrated. Not exactly expected poke. Alright? That's why he, I don't know what you want to call it, come in at number 3. Number 2, we've got the Dragon Kingdra. Base stat 540. Very, very well rounded. 75, 95, 95, 95, 95, 85 splits. That's HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. He stabs really well with Waterfall, Outrage, Hydro Pump, Draco Meteor. You can give him a DD Chesto set with DD Rest, Outrage, Waterfall. You can give him Sub instead of Chesto Rest. It's just as good, if not better. You can give him Specs, Life Orb, DD Sub Lefties. He's got so many possibilities you can do to him. And the other thing is that he's only got 1 weakness as of Gen 5. And that would be Dragon, of course, not counting the Fairy type weakness. And we go ahead and move on to our number 1 poke. Yeah, you guessed it. It is the Behemoth Tyranitar. Reason Tyranitar number 1, he's got base stat 600. He's just so well rounded. 100, 134, 110, 95, 110 specs, attacks, defense, attack, defense, HP. He's just well rounded. You can do so much with him. You can give DD with sub lefties. You can give him a choice band with max speed. You can give him heavy damage. You can give him a scarf with max attack with Stone Edge, Stab, Crunch, Pursuit. You have EQ, Superpower. He's just going to deal heavy damage. You have Sandstream to set up for a set team. He is just such a good poke. I couldn't help but put him at number 1. Let's go ahead and recap the top 10. At number 10, we got Meganium, the Pure Grass starter. Number 9, the Hellhound, Houndoom. Number 8, the Eevee-olutions, Espeon Umbreon. Number 7, the Bug Warrior Scizor. Number 6, the Alligator Feraligatr. Number 5, the Bat Crobat. Number 4, the Sun God Typhlosion. Number 3, the Specs Wall Blissey. Number 2, Kingdra. And number 1, Tyranitar. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to click that like button, comment below with what you agree, disagree with, and be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all we're doing here. I will see you guys all next time. Peace!